Succinyl choline-like agents will lead to fasciculation. So you must know depolarizing, non-depolarizing block and what are the differences. Labetalol, which is both alpha beta blocker, can be wonderfully used in order to counteract and oppose the dobutamine is what you need to fundamentally remember. Now doctor, RNA dependent protein synthesis is basically blocked by the erythromycin by blocking the translocation. One more favorite topic out of 15 questions is antibiotics mechanism of action. 100% you should be sure when you go to the tomorrow's exam. Okay doc. Transthyretin is the amyloid protein involved in which type of amyloidosis? You have so many types of amyloidosis, no? Who will give the correct answer? One strong confident answer. Transthyretin is involved in which type of amyloidosis? AL, Abhi proposes. Siri says dialysis dependent. It is beta 2 microglobulin, not transthyretin. Excellent. One big clap goes to Vizag students who said senile amyloidosis, which is correct. AL type में Benz Jones, AA type secondary, transthyretin senile, amylin in diabetes, ACAL in medullary carcinoma, beta amyloid in Alzheimer's, beta 2 microglobulin in dialysis. This is the ultimate funeral of amyloidosis and the proteins. If you don't get time in for NEET PG, this should be the last time you are reading this. Now, there is a pulmonary edema. 68-year-old man with CHF is there. Crackles and fremitus are noted. Then, which drug is he most likely taking? If it is furosemide or acetazolamide or ethacrenic acid, any of the diuretics, it will relieve edema. It won't precipitate the edema. But mannitol is also a diuretic, but it leads to volume expansion. Hence, presence of a CHF is a contraindication for using the mannitol. Can you give me a situation where this can happen? A patient with stroke comes to you. Stroke occur in the people who have atherosclerosis. Same atherosclerotic patient can also have hypertension, diabetes, congestive heart failure. To treat the raised ICT of the stroke, if you give mannitol, his CHF will worsen. So before giving mannitol, check for CHF. If CHF is there, it becomes a contraindication for using the mannitol is what need to be remembered. A 46-year-old is taking paroxetine for depression. Fluoxetine, paroxetine, they are all what, doctor? SSRIs. And she was started on some other drug also. And after taking the drug, the patient developed muscle spasm, hyperthermia and mental status changes. What is this condition called as? It's basically called as serotonin syndrome. If you combine a SSRI with a MAVO inhibitor, so phenylcypromine is an example of a MAVO inhibitor. When combined with paroxetine like SSRI, the combination will lead to what is called as the serotonin syndrome is what you have to basically remember. Now, 70-year-old man, he is having headache, decreased appetite, also having BPH, first degree heart block, the entire possible problems of a geriatric care are there with him. Now, which drug do you want to give which can still be very safe to him? So, basically, MAVO inhibitor, if you take like phenylazine, one major advantage of it is they are relatively safe, especially for a patient with cardiac risk factors. So, it has got a relatively safe cardiac profile. Though there is a significant side effect of an initial bout of orthostatic hypotension, Phenelgene is a good drug of choice, especially for the patients who have the first degree heart block whenever they are suffering from depression. You can't give a tricyclic antidepressant because tricyclic antidepressant has an anticholinergic activity like atropine, and that can affect the cardiac state, and anticholinergic activity can worsen the urinary retention in the case of the BPH patient. So you can't give tricyclic antidepressant. Now, yes, why not chlorpromazine? Chlorpromazine is not antidepressant, it is antipsychotic. Patient is not suffering from psychosis, he is suffering from basically depression. Arey Jindagi Par, I was first ranker in every entrance exam. After that I became associate professor, retired, about to die. What for I studied all these days without enjoying the simple life? So the old man is not suffering from psychosis, he is suffering from depression. So you need to basically give a antidepressant. Okay, now. What is the agonist which will prevent the binding to the receptor, and it's basically called a chemical antagonist is the name for this particular action. Okay, doc, shoot me an answer about this oncogene. Now, c-KIT is the oncogene which is involved in which tumor or condition or malignancy? Who will give the correct answer? Excellent. If you are still thinking of what is the answer for this question, means you are below 70th percentile ke niche hai. Because our online students are shooting the answers mercilessly. Just excellent is the correct answer. All the oncogenes, doctor, last moment before exam. बहुत थोड़ी वक्त मिला है. ABL CML, semoic buckets, BCL2 lymphoma. Appoint one PA to remind you all these things before you go to exam. ERBB2, gastric ovarian breast, RAS, colon, MIC, lung, LMIC, NMIC, neuroblastoma, RET, MEN2, and c-KIT, GIST. All the remaining things you remember, hence I did not ask the question. Last thing I wanted to ask, because this is what is going to be frequently asked in the exam. Many times in the mock test we have repeatedly reviewed this c-KIT question. What is testamentary capacity? It is an ability to make a valid will. Now, nitrate, why do you use in cyanide poisoning? Because nitrate will create methemoglobinemia, which binds strongly with the cyanide. So the cyanide is prevented from binding with the cytochrome, and that's how you can overcome the cyanide toxicity. It is below the liver where the putrefaction typically will begin. Hemodialysis, methanol, you can give intravenous ethanol. You can also do hemodialysis. Fomepizole is another important drug which is used. Smell of bitter almonds. This is the question we had been answering. Yes. You like to reframe the answer for question number 109, where you want to propose an alternative answer? We will take up at the end of the session. Probably some questions we may go wrong. Okay. Now coming to cell force. Typically, it is the cell force on stomach washing will lead to a black color on exposure to silver nitrate is what need to be remembered. Fine froth coming out of the mouth. Question number 107, you require a revision of answer. We'll come back to this question definitely. We'll take a discussion on that. Okay. Now doctor, this you have to give me an answer. DPC is the tumor suppressor gene for which cancer? I don't ask you RB is the tumor suppressor which cancer? Everybody, even a small school going kid also will answer. DPC. Who will give me the correct answer? Come on, one strong answer. DPC is a tumor suppressor gene. Colon cancer, says Sumati. You like to propose anything? Sunaina, what is your name, Doctor? Shravani, what is your answer? DPC is a tumor suppressor gene for pancreatic cancer. Dr. Siri proposes. Any other answer? Pancreas, not sure, says Dr. Anuja. Just one tab away you have Google, where you can always type and get the answer to give us an answer. One comfort of participating in an online discussion. Okay. This is the list. Very good. All those who answered it as pancreas, Sunain, Dr. Siri, Anuja, get a big clap. RB is retinoblastoma. CA1 is both ovary breast. CA2 is specific for breast. P16 melanoma. APC colorectal. WT1 Wilms, no big deal. NF1 neurofibromatosis. DPC is for pancreas. DCC is for colon cancer. DPC DCC के बीच में एक फर्क है. District Police Commissioner, District some other commissioner. There's a difference. One looks colon, other looks pancreas. Okay, dog. Black tongue is cocaine. Fingerprints में loops are very common. Painful red vertically oval pupil. So you must know difference between uveitis and glaucoma. Typically, if you look at the pupil, small irregular sluggishly reacting pupil in uveitis, whereas oval dilated non-reacting pupil in the case of the glaucoma, which is the differentiator between the two, but in conjunctivitis pupil is normal. Intraocular lens compared to that of the glasses, what are the advantages? Field of vision is better, underwater vision is better, no optical aberration if it is IOL instead of glasses. They are all the definite advantages. Now, doctor, where is IOL implantation is contraindicated? If the corneal cellular reserve is less, like a corneal dystrophy, you don't implant an IOL is what need to be remembered.